So we're just gonna cut to the chase in this video. In a world where inflation is skyrocketing faster than you can spell inflation, and all of us are drowning in a sea of smartphones and time-sucking gadgets, it's time to take a stand and simplify your life. I've got a blueprint laid out with plenty of sarcasm of 50 things I boldly quit to regain control of my life. From ditching the exhausting game of keeping up with the Joneses to never listening to the news, it's time to declutter our lives and wallets. So stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll be able to simplify your own life and look differently at everyone you used to envy because of all their cool stuff. Before we get into it, any content creator on YouTube that helps you, make sure you like the video and subscribe to their channel. Outside of helping you with this information, it is by far the most important thing for growing their channel. Plus, it's absolutely free. So let's go. Number 1, quit keeping up with the Joneses is the title. I no longer try to keep up with others in terms of material possessions. It has reduced financial stress and allowed me to focus on what truly matters in life. Keeping up with the Joneses is really a game of who wants to be in more debt. Once you realize someone is always willing to go into more debt than you, it's a lot easier to stop playing. If you want to be impressive, be the neighbor who actually owns their house outright. Number 2, quit watching the news. Quitting watching the news has made my life less stressful. I don't worry as much about all the negative stuffs happening in the world. And I have more time to focus on things that matter and make me happy. If something important happens, I usually hear about it from someone, and it leads to more interesting conversations when I haven't heard it before. If you find that watching or reading the news constantly makes you feel like the world is a mess, just try cutting it out as well. Number 3, quit giving holiday gifts to everyone. I used to stress about buying holiday gifts for a lot of people during the holidays. Now, I only give presents to my closest family and friends. It's less expensive, less time consuming, and everyone gets gifts they really want. Especially if you're a boss, encourage your employees to spend more money on their families and not you. They probably don't want to get you anything anyway. Number 4, quit junk mail. Keeping junk mail out of the house reduces clutter and the time spent sorting through all the unwanted letters and advertisements. We rip it up before we even bring it into the house because it's garbage. You wouldn't want to bring garbage into your home, would you? Number 5, quit holiday decorations. Besides a Christmas tree, we've stopped putting a ton of holiday decorations for all holidays. It's less work and my house feels less cluttered during the holiday season. Plus, it takes up so much room in your house to store it all anyway. And the holidays happen whether you decorate it or not. Number 6, quit being overly accommodating with my time. By letting people know when and what I can do for them, I avoid feeling overwhelmed. I've learned that it's okay to say no and prioritize my own well-being. I was always a people pleaser, always saying, well, what works best for you? Now I just say, this is the time and date that works best for me. It's way more effective and I've had zero pushback. Number 7, quit triggering an unused apps. Removing apps I don't use has made my phone faster and less distracting. I'm not tempted to waste time on apps that don't add any value to my life. I also delete apps that are too tempting for me. I'm a big sports fan, so anything football related, including Twitter, can't be on my phone. I will only look it up when I go on my computer each day. Number 8, quit making everything a priority. I realize I don't have to do everything all at once. Prioritizing tasks helps me stay organized and less stress. I try to stack everything into weekends, but now I do a little bit each day for maybe 30 minutes, so I don't waste an entire day anymore on the weekends, and I get to spend more time with my family. Number 9, quit keeping kids' toys in the living areas. Keeping kids' toys in designated areas makes my home cleaner and more organized. It's easier for everyone to find and put away toys. Our living room was being taken over and we couldn't stand looking at it anymore. If you've given up your living room and don't like seeing it, you probably just have too much stuff in your home. Number 10, quit using the free version of YouTube. Having YouTube Premium means no annoying ads. It makes my video watching experience smoother and more enjoyable. And I don't waste more time. YouTube is one of my main sources of education. Imagine for a second getting commercials in high school. YouTube Premium is a small investment in yourself. If there's a podcast you like, listen to it on YouTube Premium and you won't have to hear ads anymore. Number 11, quit following negative influences. I unfollowed people on social media who made me feel bad about myself. My online experience is much more positive now, and I feel better for it. If you're trying to get in better shape, for example, following someone who's incredibly ripped may not be the best person for you. I only follow people now who leave me feeling better, that can give me things that I can benefit from. These influencers might not be trying to be negative, but if you feel negative from watching them, then find a different source. Number 12, quit trying to be the constant entertainment for kids. Instead of entertaining my daughter all the time nonstop, we now ask her to help with what we are doing. It gives us a bit more free time and helps her grow. It's fun to see a nearly 3-year-old make you coffee anyway. Number 13, quit multitasking. Focusing on one thing at a time has made me more productive and less stressed. I was awful at it, and I have a low attention span. I can get more done more effectively by just not multitasking. Number 14, quit not having a to-do list. Creating a to-do list each day helps me stay organized and gets things done efficiently. Each morning, I write down what needs to get done, including working out, reading a few chapters of a book, and even playtime. It's how I'm able to juggle it all each and every day. And I can't imagine being functional without that daily to-do list. And I used to not have one. Quit not having a bedtime. Having a regular bedtime has improved my sleep quality and overall health. I used to stay up late and sleep in. I reversed it. I have grown to love my early mornings, getting up at 5 a.m. My wife and I drink coffee and work out at home before our daughter even gets up. We now head to bed at 9:30 each night, and it's just what we do. And my life's better for it. Number 16, quit always trying new brands. Buying from brands I trust ensures I get good quality products every time. A good example would be a New Balance shoe for me. I like them. They fit and they feel good, so I pretty much only buy New Balance when I need new running shoes. I've tried other brands based on reviews and technology, and often I'm disappointed by the fit and I ended up wasting money. Something like shoes might take a while to know if they are the right fit for your feet and legs. It's okay to stick to a brand that just works. Even if they aren't the cool new fad, it's better to stick with them and be happy with your purchase. Number 17, quit trying to be the life of the party. Instead of worrying about what to say all the time, I now ask people about themselves during small talk. It makes conversations more enjoyable and meaningful. Plus, people love to talk about themselves and will leave a conversation with saying, "Brian's great, isn't he?" Even though I said nothing about myself and I only had them talking about themselves. Number 18, quit constantly upgrading. Not constantly upgrading and updating things saves me time and money. I only upgrade when it's absolutely necessary. That includes phones, new cars, etc. There's nothing more disappointing than committing to payment plan for the next 2 years or shelling out over $1,000 for a new iPhone and it's pretty much the exact same thing. Number 19, quit with self-pity. I've stopped feeling sorry for myself and realized that life is hard for everyone. I think this happened after battling cancer for me. But I find I'm more resilient when I put the energy into self-improvement and being just better than feeling bad for myself. Number 20, quit not fixing broken things. Fixing broken things instead of replacing them all the time has saved me a ton of time and a ton of money. An example, our kitchen range broke about 6 years ago, and we looked at new ranges in the 2,000 plus range. We couldn't decide, so we just repaired it ourselves after watching YouTube. It cost us $6. It's not the newest range, but it still works. One less thing to stress about and waste money on. 10 years ago, it's lasted us just by taking a $6 investment and watching a YouTube video to fix it. Number 21, quit wasting valuable time. I've learned that time is precious and should be spent on the things and people I enjoy. I no longer waste time on things that don't matter to me. An example would be having our lawn mowed for us. We live on over an acre and I don't like doing it. I'd rather spend time working on a YouTube video like this or just spending time with my family. So I just stopped cutting the lawn. Number 22, quit not sending calendar invites. Setting calendar invites for things like trials, subscriptions, and renewals ensures I don't forget important dates. It helps me manage my finances better too. So anytime we have a date that something either renews, we get a reminder the day before, and we then choose to cancel, remain status quo, or shop around for a better deal. Number 23. Quit making manual payments. Instead of manually making payments, we've set up automated systems. It's reduced chances of missing payments and eased my financial management. Number 24, quit making guilted decisions. I no longer make decisions just because it's the right thing to do. We all have been to that birthday party for a 2-year-old that's on the other side of the state. 5 hours in the car for a 1-hour party with a clown, and they didn't even have enough pizza for everyone. If we want to go, we go. If we don't, we don't. We don't let the guilt of it's the right thing to do get in the way of our lives. Number 25, quit not reviewing expenses and net worth. Regularly reviewing my monthly expenses and net worth helps me stay on top of my financial goals and make necessary adjustments. Every month, we sit down as a couple and review together on what we can improve, what we can cut, how's the best way for us to maximize points to improve again this upcoming month. Paying bills is no fun. Checking credit scores is no fun, but seeing your net worth grow past $1 million is one of the greatest feelings and experiences anyone can have. Number 26, quit having only one email address. Having separate email addresses for personal, work, and one for junk and other purposes keeps my inbox organized and makes it easier to find important messages. We all have to use our email addresses to sign up for things we don't care about. Ladies, if you've given a fake number out, it's the exact same thing. It should look like, I don't read your emails at gmail.com. Number 27, quit doing our own taxes. Instead of doing taxes by ourselves, we now seek professional help. It ensures accuracy and reduces the stress of dealing with complex tax issues. I will say it has more than paid for itself with how much better our accountant knows what can be deducted and what cannot be deducted. Quit not using community benefits. We've started using community benefits like parks, libraries, and just free events around the community. It saves money and enriches my life with local resources and others in the community. Number 29, quit using major airports. Opting for smaller airports reduces the stress of navigating through the large crowds and long lines. I knew this may not be feasible for everyone, but I choose to fly out of an airport 15 minutes from me. Sure, I have more layovers, but it's so much less stressful than how TSA treats you at the major airports. Number 30, quit obsessing over travel status. I stopped caring about airline and hotel status a couple years ago. It's made traveling less stressful as I focus on comfort rather than loyalty programs. I used to say yes to taking work trips because I could earn gold status. Really? Who gives a shit what status I have? Number 31. Quit consuming clutter. Not bringing unnecessary items into the house reduces clutter and makes cleaning and organizing much easier. While we wouldn't describe ourselves as minimalist, we take a very similar approach to our lives. Why the hell do you need 13 spatulas? Just say no to that 13th spatula. Number 32. Quit not cleaning up promptly. Cleaning up immediately after ourselves prevents messes from piling up and reduces the time spent on cleaning later. Every night, the living room, kitchen is always clean. It starts off the next day on the right foot. If your mornings is dealing with chaos, your day is dealing with chaos. Just clean up the night before you go to bed, and watch how your next day is much easier. Number 33, quit not prioritizing important tasks. Instead of doing what's most appealing, I focus on tasks that are most important. It helps me achieve my goals more efficiently. Here's an example from your career. Do what's most important to your boss and company first, even if it's not most important to you. Your performance will improve and you'll be valued more. Plus, you'll have more time to spend on the things that you do care about, and that gives you energy. Get what your boss, wife, spouse, husband wants done first, and everything else will get easier. Number 34, quit being embarrassed about being on a budget. I'm no longer afraid to say I'm on a budget, just like I'd say I'm on a diet. It helps me stick to my financial goals. Don't be afraid to say you're on a budget to friends and family. You'll find your courage in being vulnerable is a relief to others. Number 35, quit phone notifications. Reducing notifications on my phone has reduced distractions and improved my focus. And I'm more in the moment with work and my family by not constantly being bombarded by notifications on my phone. Number 36, quit spending bonuses and returns. My net worth dramatically skyrocketed when I stopped spending things like bonuses, stock options, and even tax returns. I invested all of them and I don't spend them. We currently live on about half to 2/3 my base salary each year. Everything else, including money back for whatever reason, all gets invested. Number 37, quit making dumb financial decisions. I no longer justify purchases that don't make financial sense, like buying an electric car when it doesn't align with my needs. I've been tempted, but do the total math. Electric cars in most cases aren't the most financially sound decision. Environmental? Maybe, but let's say you get solar panels and you sign up for a 30-year loan. Sure, you have no more electric bill payments anymore, but you have a 30-year loan. I can always cut back on electricity. I can't cut back on a 30-year loan. Number 38, quit having car payments. Not having car payments saves me money and reduces financial stress. Look, I'm a car guy. I love cars, and I have two really nice ones, including a Dodge Ram Limited and a BMW X5. We bought them. We basically bought them outright, or with less than 1% APR, and then we paid it off. By the way, I know those days of 1% APR are done, but I can only see the comments coming. We paid them off early and plan to keep them for as long as it makes sense. There is no rule that when you finance a car, you can't just pay it off and keep it. The dealership will throw offers at you, but you need to just say no to that temptation. I will tell you, not having to pay for a car makes it easier to live below your means and be able to spend money on the things that bring you more joy in life. You can absolutely have nice cars. You just don't have to keep upgrading them every couple years. Number 39, quit falling for sponsored items and trends. I've learned to resist the lure of sponsored products and trendy brands unless they genuinely benefit me. Let's take a brand like Yeti. It's a great product, but you can get nearly an identical product for half the price. The brand is trendy, but is it 50% better? I doubt it. I go for the more affordable, similar featured product 9 times out of 10. But if you really want to impress someone, it's not about the brand. It's about maybe having no car payment or house payment. That'll impress someone more than you with a Yeti. Number 40. Quit trying to have all the answers. It's okay to not have all the answers. I used to pretend like I needed to. I just began to say, I don't know. And if you want to sound smart, I usually try to say, I'm just going to go research that. But I stopped caring that I don't have all the answers. And you should too. Number 41, quit trying to be too neighborly. I've stopped going out of my way to be overly neighborly. It allows me to enjoy my personal time more and not be asked to dog sit or house sit, etc. Don't get me wrong, I say hello, but I don't feel compelled to become best friends with my neighbors. Years ago, I befriended a neighbor who eventually battled breast cancer. I always shoveled her driveway during the winter time, even after she was better, because I felt like I was being a good neighbor. When we ended up moving from that house, she called the cops because the moving truck was too close to her driveway. It wasn't even blocking it. Would I help someone in my neighborhood battling cancer again? Absolutely. But I'm done going out of my way to become friendly with everyone in the neighborhood. I still can't believe she called the cops on us. Number 42, quit prioritizing supplements over nutrition. I've learned to prioritize balanced diet over supplements for better health. For years, I took so many supplements, but my conclusion is they might have worked. You should be sure they work if you're going to spend hundreds of dollars a year. Supplements are short for supplemental, meaning additional. Focus on eating really well, and you likely won't need them. Quit avoiding gimmicky products. I resisted buying all-in-one products and Wi-Fi enabled gadgets unless they genuinely make my life easier. Often, products that claim to be a blender and a toaster usually don't do great with either of those. If you know you'll use a blender and want to keep it for a long time, just get one that will last. Some of the products that use Wi-Fi don't make any sense why you need Wi-Fi, and it's genuinely the first thing to fail. Number 44, quit falling for fear tactics. I no longer make hasty decisions based on fear tactics, like replacing things I'm told to. When we moved in, for example, we were told by the service company that the HVAC had all sorts of issues and we needed to replace it immediately. We would have to have walls ripped out and it would have cost the same as a new car to do so. We asked to just fill it with Freon and we'll see how it goes. They haven't been back since with an issue and we haven't needed them to. That was 8 years ago. It's okay to be skeptical sometimes, especially on major investments, but don't fall for fear tactics. Number 45, quit not checking return policies. Quit not checking return policies. Ensuring stores have good return policies before purchasing has saved me from regretful purchases. To us, the ability to return without having to pay for shipping is as important as the sales price. Getting stuck with something you don't want or can't use is not only frustrating, but it also creates extra clutter in your life. Check the return policy as much as you check the sale price. Number 46. Quit buying everything in bulk. I no longer buy everything in bulk, only purchasing what I need to so I can reduce waste. While I love Costco, it's not always necessary to buy everything in bulk. An example is we occasionally use mayonnaise, for recipes or something like that. But being it so infrequently, it doesn't make sense to buy a 5-gallon bucket of mayo. Buy in bulk only if you know you're gonna go through it, not if it's the better price per gallon of mayo. Number 47, quit assuming Amazon is the best deal. I no longer assume Amazon has the best prices. I compare prices across different stores and websites before making a purchase. Be careful. Some companies will have a cheaper price and charge you $20 for shipping. Be sure to factor that in as well. Always do the total math, but shop around, not just be compulsive and just order from Amazon because it's easy. Number 48, quit avoiding home improvement. Instead of avoiding home improvement projects, I tackle them when they are manageable, saving money in the long run. There's a saying about when something goes wrong with a car, you should fix it immediately. When something goes wrong with your house, you should also fix it immediately. It prevents further issues down the road, like a leak that eventually causes thousands of dollars in damage in your basement. Don't wait. Fix it immediately before it escalates. Number 49, quit falling for impulse purchases. I've stopped making impulsive purchases, especially for big ticket items. I now take the time to think things over before buying. Go in with a budget and come out with a budget. If you feel compelled to spend more, don't. Keep the budget and go home. Think about it. I used to come home with stuff from stores that we didn't need. That all adds up after a while. Number 50, quit not journaling. I'm gonna end with talking about journaling because I think it's one of the single biggest things that you can add into your rhythm. To me, I journal things like what I'm grateful for, what I'm thankful for, and things I'm even going to do that day. When I'm having a bad day, I go back and I read that journal and it makes me realize how good I actually have it. Take notes of things that you've quit. Take notes of how you're reaching your goals. Just constantly jot down things each day in the morning during a quiet time and use those to reflect when times are tough. When times are tough and you're cutting back and you're trying to simplify and you recall the reasons that you started doing this, makes it easier to keep going. Journal more often. It's one of the biggest life hacks I can give you. These 50 quits offer valuable insights into leading a more intentional, financially responsible, and fulfilling life. Each of them reflects a shift towards mindfulness, prioritization of what truly matters, and making informed choices. By implementing just some of these principles into your own life, you can work towards a more meaningful and financially sound future as well. If you found this video helpful, make sure you like and subscribe, as it really helps a new channel like mine grow. And with that, I'll see you on the next video.